freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze to Mythic, the show where I draft my account for Bronze to Mythic, episode 1, draft number 1 of Aetherdrift.
Go faster? I told them, but they're so damn lazy.
They're not being lazy. Car's being lazy. I'm not being lazy. Let's freaking go.
The race is starting. Vroom, vroom.
Like, comment, subscribe. Of course, rush it on the old YouTube to support the content. Aetherdrift, we're racing across the multiverse. We're firing up Mario Kart stuff, and we're doing all sorts of things, all right? Now, quick note before we start the show. Obviously, there's the State of the Channel announcement earlier on. A lot of great feedback from y'all. Really, really appreciate it. Y'all are awesome. I'm going to be pacing out the Bronze Mythic a little better over the future here. I leave for the Pro Tour really soon. Honestly, I leave in like 3 days to the Pro Tour. So we're going to, play record some drafts, go to the Pro Tour, reset, come back, and keep going. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. You're going to love it. We're going to go over the entire set as we're drafting and learn the whole format, learn all the mechanics, and learn everything else you can learn along with me as we rank on up. So let's do it. Let's get right to the drafts. Get hype. Let's go. All right, folks, let's do this. I didn't mention the scoreboard where we're at in the line and stuff. God, I knew I fucked the intro up. God damn it. We're good. We're good. Everything's good. A little chaos around here, unfortunately, but we're good to go. Opening up our first ever boosty pack, and we got the Speed Demon.
Drivers, start your engine.
5 mana for 5/5 flying trample starter engines. One of the few cards in this set that cares about speed being a certain number. So starter engines is a new mechanic. Pretty simple, honestly, where if you have no speed yet, you have 1 speed. Then whenever you do damage to your opponent during your turn, only once per turn, you gain your speed. And then when you have 4 speed, you have max speed. Then most abilities with speed turn on at max speed. This is one of the few cards that cares about counting speed up to that point. And kind of a card where you almost don't want to be at max speed because I'll freaking die. But we're taking the rare. That's just how we do things here on Bronze Mythic, right? Trying it out, seeing how it goes. We got Nesting Bot here. Played this card in Constructed Day a little bit. Card's pretty awesome. Makes servo. Road Rage, good removal spell. We're shaking the rare here. It's our first draft. Take the rare and do our stuff. Honestly, amusingly, I think as a speed demon, we don't necessarily want to be full on speed. Maybe we do. I don't really know. It's the first draft. We're going to figure it out and get along here because obviously draw 4, lose 4 of your turns is a lot, So, all right. So what are we looking at next? Pack 2's got the big booty Coral Tyrant. There's a cycle of Vanilla Legends at uncommon of a set. Really awesome, really elegant. Love to see it. We get Gastral Thrill Seeker, another starter engines card.
Drivers, start
Really
your
good.
engine.
EDB deal 1 to your opponent, you gain 1 life, and then max speed, Death and Haste. This is a really, really good card to get your speed going, obviously, because you deal damage immediately. I mean, maybe we just go all in. The black-red mechanic is all about, archetype's all about speed and just getting speed really fast. Nothing else here is that exciting, honestly. Maybe we just do it. We just be super, super aggressive. So let's do it. Gastral Thrill Seeker. Pass into a pack with Lightning Strike. That's a card we're looking for. Honestly, not only is it a very, very good card just in general. Obviously, it's just a good limited removal spell. We've seen this card a million times before. But in a deck where you're drawing a lot of cards and spending life to draw cards, you need to end the game fast. Having burn spells in your deck is great. So obviously, really, really good in the deck in general, and then also with the cards you already have. Nothing else here is that exciting. We got Molt Tender. No Insidious Roots in the draft, unfortunately. Trade the Helm, which can exchange stuff. Interesting. The rare is a 1/2 for 4. This is the Elvish Piper. Puts things in for free. Not so great and limited. Easy Lightning Strike here. Pretty cool. So we get firing up the old Lightning Strike. And we're in the in the red-black range. And we see here, the rare cycle in this set is the Enemy Verges at rare. There are 5 of them. And they also have the common gain lands. So there are 10 of these. I believe there's 1 in every other pack. So whenever there's 10 common gain lands in a format, it can be a multicolor splashy format. But there's also a lot of archetype things happening too, where like certain pairs care about certain things. And there might not be crossover in that respect. But this pack is pretty unexciting. We've got the Rover Blades here, which is a 2/2 double strike for 2 vehicle. It can also be an equipment. Ride's End is a pretty good removal spell. Kickoff Celebrations can be a little bit of looting effect. I honestly have no idea what to take here. Expensive removal spell. I guess I don't even know, honestly. So sure, we'll take that, I guess, if we're going to stay on course here. A little life gain, too, for the Speed Demon. Not a very good card, but another Verge. Not a lot of black cards here. And we see a Diversion Unit. Pretty good little blue flyer. Artifacts are a big deal in this set as well, as far as just having affinity or artifact sacrifice effects or whatever else it might be. This is a good one, right? Just two on flyer for 2, and then a pretty good ability as well. Rest of the pack is kind of unexciting. No black cards. The one red card is just like a looting effect. Just draw, discard a card, draw 2. A little speed stuff happening too. Giving haste, which is kind of cool. The Serpent is a really good affinity card if you're specifically in an affinity deck. I think Celebration, honestly. Typically, we kind of like stay the course in our first drafts and like, you know, kind of do the thing, if you will. And sure. So we get past a Road Rage, which is a great removal spell. I mean, just 2 mana for a shock is fine anyway. And then for every mount or vehicle we have, which there are a lot of, we get a little extra value, which is great. We have the Haunted Hell Ride, which is a blue-black vehicle, 3/3. Just a little bit of an attacking bonus. It's a fine card. Nothing super exciting, but we're going to Road Rage here pretty easily. Also, there's this 2-drop here. Kind of a weird one. 3/1 for 2. Start your engines, and then max speed it taps for red. Which is kind of weird for a red card to do, but I don't know, whatever. But
Drop down and increase speed.
take the Road Rage and kind of keep on rolling. Again, no black cards. Black's been really, really not coming through. We see another Serpent, which is a pretty cool card if you're playing artifact stuff. A couple artifacts here, an Aether Jacket, which is a 2/1 flying vigilance for 3. They can sack to destroy an artifact, which is pretty cool, actually. What's up, Rob? And then we got some red-green cards, Vanilla 3/2. We got the Scurryfoot, little Exhaust ability here. Exhaust ability you could only use once, which is pretty cool, honestly. And the Rumbler. I honestly have no idea what to take. Our black cards are kind of cool. I'm gonna take this card and probably I don't know, I'm not sure what to play it or not. Whatever. Take that card. Figure it out. Then we got the Gastral Blockbuster here. Then for a 3/2. Whenever it enters, sacrifice a creature or vehicle, destroy an artifact. That seems kind of sketchy. Sky Serpent Seeker seems pretty awesome. Karn, you swear to freaking God, man. Jesus. You know? Ugh. Anyway, 1/1 for 2, Death Touch, get Exhaust, and get 2, you cascade into 2 lands, put a counter on it. Pretty sick. There's a Wrangler. I don't know what we're taking here, though. Let's just take the Blockbuster. Yeah. Cards will work for freaking 2 minutes. All right, so we got the Prow Catcher Specialist. We got 2 on haste for 2. It's got Exhaust on it. Nesting Bot Tables out of our opening pack. Card's pretty good. Black doesn't seem particularly open. But red's though. Let's just take you take your red cards, I think. Also, this Skybox Fairy. These sort of like expensive vehicles are not very appealing. Take a Specialist. There have been actual 0 black cards the entire draft, so that's kind of a huge problem. Bad sideboard card. Mostly bad cards in general. The Razor's kind of cool. The engine. These engine lands are pretty cool because they allow you to start your engines without an actual start your engines creature. So you can just like play this and attack, which is kind of sweet. I don't know how many of these you can play with. It's colorless, obviously, but all right. So another Aether Jacket. We got Starting Column, which is a mana rock that at max speed you can loot. Any card with max speed. I'm just gonna take this card. Any card with max speed that is not aggressive, however, is pretty sketchy because like, how are you getting max speed? You know. Here's Kickoff Celebrations. Also this. I can career vehicles, sure. Super Late Serpent, and then a Jaguar, sure. So kind of messy first drafts here, honestly. Oh my God. We open up some heaters. Oh man. All right, we got Salvation Engine, which is a pretty insane card. This is a 6/10.
Good lord.
6/10 vehicle.
Gigantism.
5 mana. Gives your artifact creatures +2/+2. Whenever it attacks, you return an artifact. We're not like that artifacty, but this card's kind of wild, honestly. Then we got Afterburner Expert, which is a card we played today, Constructed. Awesome card, 4/2. Whenever you exhaust, it returns, which is also very, very insane. Plays all the celebrations, too, which is kind of nice. And then we got some other good cards here. Spike Spitter, Greenbelt Guardians is a great 2-drop. It's got to be one of the rares. I don't know which one it is, honestly. Expert's really good. I'm going to take the Expert. We already have 2 celebrations. Red-green seems reasonable. The problem is also that, like, we don't really have any artifact creatures at all yet, except for, like, the bad ones, which is what that rare really wants. And we get paid off immediately with a boost buggy. That's nice. Card's pretty awesome. Just a vehicle. There's a signpost vehicle for each color pair. And this one's really, really good. It exhausts. It can be a creature by itself. It makes treasures. Crew's cheap. So yeah, pretty easy win there. So I think red-green is the target at the moment, although splashing is out of the question. Another specialist. This card's pretty cool. We got an actual murder, basically, spin out. Wretched Doll for some surveilling action. Big fan here of this Migrating Ketrodon card here. This is just Honey Mammoth with 2 extra lines of text, which is insane. It's really, really good. If we end up red-green. There's this weird, like, 4/4 Haste Dragon, which seems kind of, like, just okay, honestly. It's kind of clunky, you know? I think it's fine, but I think I want the... What's this 2-drop, too? Alright, we'll try the dragon. I'm not sure. These, like, 4-mana flyers for 6 have not been very good in recent limited formats. This is a lot of stuff, though. So, unfortunately, not a lot of green cards coming through. But honestly, we can just kind of, like, lightly splash the Expert and the Buggy, as long as we can just keep getting it back, which is pretty great. There's a 3rd copy of Celebration, which, again, is good with our Afterburner Expert. It's not great otherwise. Nesting Bot, a couple, the Lotus Guard Disciple. The Tortoise here, enters if your opponent controls more lands, you make a treasure. It's a defender, though. If we just keep taking these, I don't know, honestly. I don't know what like graveyard stuff there is, really. I don't know, honestly. First draft, folks. It's supposed to be a train wreck. That's the whole point. Here's a Migrating Ketrodon. And we got Aether Jacket, Tortoise, Raceway. Play this card in Goblins. And then other celebrations. It's like the big idiot, I guess. Sucks is like white's been kind of open. So if you're taking the white Mythic, maybe we could have been there. But all right, let's take the Ketrodon. Sure. And we're not playing the Serpent for sure. I don't think we're playing this white. I think we're just basically pretty locked in on red-green. We could also be Jund, right? Like, playing 3 colors seems reasonable with the mana fixing lands if we can get some. We haven't gotten any yet, but the End Rider Catalyzer speeding into a red-red. It's honestly kind of interesting. It's 2-drop also. And then we got some black cards here. This card seems sweet if you're playing artifacts. Each artifact EDB is a drain for 1, but then Back on Track can also reanimate stuff. I'm gonna take a 2-drop.
So we've got to speed things up.
And man, Burner Rocket, 2/1 vehicle, EDB creature gets +2. So it's kind of like a trick that leaves behind a vehicle. This card seems not great. Jaguar also seems pretty not great. Very big and clunky. Sure. Take the Burner Rocket. This card is awesome. So this was my call for Bomb and Common in this set at red. 2 mana for 2/2. It's a horse mount. Whenever it attacks while saddle, make a treasure. That's awesome. It's also the vehicle mana dork. Yeah, this card seems awesome. This is really, really good. And we table the End Rider Spike Spitter. 3/4 reach, maybe your upkeep. If you have max speed, you can exile top card and play it. Card seems awesome. So, we're definitely red. We got that going for us. Beyond that, not sure. We got a Streaking Oil Gorger. Kind of a cool card, actually. 3 flying haste for 5. And if you have max speed, it's got lifelink, which is actually huge. These cards seem pretty meh. Sure. I think splashing black or being black could be a thing. Raceway, probably not a thing in our 3-color deck. Like, if we are 3 colors, but Aether Jacket. Specialist tables. So we're kind of getting like some weird mixed signals here where like these red aggro cards are kind of tabling, but we're also like going other places too. You can see our deck is obviously mostly red at this point. We really want to play the Expert almost no matter what. We could end up being like Rakdos splashing green, Splash with the buggy and the expert. But yeah, day one, draft one. It's a good place to be, you know? It's crazy out there. Never know what's going to happen. I don't think you want to play Aether Jacket. Starting column's pretty... I mean, I guess we like are getting speed pretty well. Another one of these hasters. That's interesting. I don't know how many 5-drops you can play, you know, but... Alright, another Celebrations. I don't want to play 4 of this card, obviously, but whatever. Alright, so pack 3 helped me out. We've had a nice, fun first draft here. We're mucking around, just going kind of wild. And,
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
it's an easy game, folks. Let's open the on-color Gear Hulk. 5/4 mana stat touch for 5. EDB gets a reanimate, sneak attack, a 4 mana value or less card from any graveyard. Awesome. We also opened a Grease Wrench Goblin, which would have been really good in our deck. There's a Lightning Strike and a Thundering Broodwagon. Yeah, I mean, obviously we're going to slam a Gear Hulk here. I think at this point we are Rakdos splashing green for Afterburner Expert, which you don't really need to cast, you know? Like, you could almost play this in straight red-black and just, like, never plan on casting it. That's a little iffy. But with 3 of these, like, it's kind of cool. So, all right. Slam a Gear Hulk. We get past a Thopter Fabricator, which is a pretty good card, but obviously pretty off where we're at right now. We got some okay red cards here. We got a pretty good green 2-drop. 2/2 for 2, gives Trample, and then also Exhaust to be huge, which is nice. We got a land, which is definitely in the equation here. Dredger's Insight's a cool card. We put it in Standard today. Great mill effect and stuff, but yeah, I think we're not really green. I think we're at a table on these red cards. We'll take the land here. Let's take the land. Make sure we can maybe cast Afterburner. So let's do that. And we get past a Winter Cursed Rider. A little off the mark here, which is fine. Bottle Mole, Bloodfell Caves. We got Thunderhead Gunner, which is a 5 mana looter with reach, which is kind of cool actually. Goblin Surveyor, big fan of this card actually. This is a 3/2 with Trample but start your engines, where you just trade it off early and draw a card with it late. It's kind of sick. There's a Caves too though. I'm just without the land here. I think we are not playing this. Let's just take the land. We got a lot of playables right now, so. And where are they? Nothing really here for us, unfortunately. It's funny, like the Surveyor isn't really a good splash, but similar to the Expert, we can just like discard it and get value off of it later, which is kind of cool. Rest of this pack's really bad for us, so unless you want the this thing's kind of fine. Yeah, this is just like a tap swamp. Sure, we'll take a land. Lands are sick value, you know? Drafting a land in your draft deck means you can play more cards that you draft because it takes a land slot and a spell slot. You don't want to play so many lands, so. Grim Javelineer is a 3/2. Whenever you attack creature gets +1/+0. Whenever it dies, Surveil. That's not a very good card, but we're not taking any of these cards here. Nice messy first draft, right? All right, another Gilded Gouda. I think this card's insane. So, there's also a Raceway. This is a pretty sick card. This is the colorless rare land with max speed. It's an Ancient Tomb. Again, colorless lands are tough in multicolor decks. So, we got the Smek Cycle. Exhaust this. This card's pretty good too, but it's going to take 2-drop. Fixes our mana. Pace Setter Paragon. 2/3 for 3. Exhaust to put a counter on this and get double strike to end of turn. It's kind of cool. It's also a Magnet Emitter. Another one of these Ketrodons. And then another Surveyor. I guess this card's like fine, right? I think it's reasonable enough. Nothing super exciting, but definitely some deck building to do, as there usually is with Draft 1, where you're kind of just figuring out what cards are even playable. We passed an Adrenaline Jockey. They play a spell, it's not in your turn, take 4. Whenever we exhaust, put a counter on this. It's also 2-drop though. 2-drop with exhaust is pretty nice. Riser Catalyzer, Burner Rocket. I'm gonna take the 2-drop. This card might be better, but we table the Grease Wrench Goblin. That's awesome. We like that.
That is.
Oh, and a Lightning Strike. So red was definitely open. We got that much right this draft at least. I'll take a Lightning Strike. Yeah, this card's great, but like, I don't know. Yeah, I just take the removal spell. Light removal. So, all right, sure. The Goblin Surveyor also tables, which is very good in our deck, I think. And then another Surveyor tables, and another Thunderhead. So Rev is super open. We got that much out of us. Take a Surveyor, though. And then another Gastral dude. All right, sure. So, sure. I think we're, like, red double splashing, basically. Oh, achievement. Great. We got an achievement. Good for us. All right, let's take a look here and see what the hell we've done. This is 29 playables. We're not playing all these cards, obviously. That was kind of meh. Oil Orders. Double Black, Speed Demon, Siphon Fuel. The Oil Orders are pretty good with the Speed Demon. It's a lot of 5-drops, though. Splashing for Boost Buggy seems kind of sketchy, so I don't think I want to do that. We got Specialist, Lightning Strike, Celebrations, the Gouda, Catalyzer. I think Burner Rocket's kind of bad. This Blockbuster's kind of bad. Double Surveyor, Paragon, Expert. And we got our Spike Spitter. I mean, it's a lot of 5s, but they all do a pretty good job what we want them to do, honestly. And I think with like the Expert and the Double Surveyors, the Celebrations are reasonable. We're gonna play 16 land like usual. We have a Foul Roads. Oil Gorger seems. I think we're definitely gonna be able to get max speed. Let's cut one of these. I think I agree. It's a lot of 5-drops. Not the most exciting. Javelineer is not amazing. A lot of 2s and 5s for sure. The Buggy is quite good. You just like play the Buggy. Just like suck it up on the splash. 16 lands for Vesta 1, correct. Hand Smoother helps out a ton here, obviously. What's our last card? We have 1, 2. We have 5 black cards, 2 of which are double black, and we have effectively 1 green card, which isn't even a green card. We're not going to play a Forest, I don't think. We can't even cast this thing. I think we're trying to play the 1 Highlands and not even play a Forest. We have 2 Treasure Makers also, which is nice, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, so no Buggy. What is our last playable card here? We're playing 3 Celebrations. Mana Rock is unnecessary. I think it's like we also maybe the with 2 Goudas to make treasures. I'm just gonna play this card. I think this card's fine. Maybe I'm wrong, but all right. So we're gonna go to our lands. We're gonna play our Foul Roads, our Bloodfell Caves, and our Highlands. We're gonna play like I don't know 5, 8. Excuse me, 10 red, 7 black, 1 green. We only have so many black cards. We need double black, though. So that's obviously a thing, too. We're not playing the Raceway. I think that's it, folks. All right, so our first deck here, kind of a spicy one. We are effectively Rakdos sort of splashing Expert, even though we can't really cast it. But yeah, that's the deck, folks. All right, so you know what time it is. If it's Bronze to Mythic, it is prediction time. All right, time to place your bets. What do you think? 7 wins, yay or nay? You two folks, take a second, pause the video, scroll the comments, liking the video along the way. Let me know if you're a believer or a non-believer. Place your bets, and let's do this. So a reminder here, before we get started in this first game, I didn't mention in the intro because I just forgot.
Whoopsie.
We got a line, folks. So this is the entire history of Bronze and Mythic. You can see here, the last few sets were not very kind to us. Foundations being our 2nd worst performance of all time. Dustmore being our 4th, I guess. The OJ was the 3rd. So the line has gone up again. For 5 straight sets in a row, the line has gone up. Where the line is 26.5, it goes up or down by 1 if I make it or not. So now we're at 26.5. And you got to choose for the entire series over or under. What do you think we're going to be doing here? Over or under on 26.5 Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat what your thoughts are. Chat coming out with me. Over under 26.5. If I don't make the under this time, I might just quit Magic, honestly. So, all right, we're on the play. We got a pretty good hand. We're going to keep this. And let's rock and roll here with the very first game of Bronze Mythic. 26.5 is the line, over or under. All right, let's do this. Catalyzer, start your engines. I think the cheap start engine card is really important. You just want to get that thing going as fast as possible. But we draw a Gilded Gouda, which is insane. So
That's a pretty sorry looking wagon you got there.
let's go. Don't kill it. Love it. So we can saddle, make a treasure, which is fantastic. We have rule spells for days. And we can get our engines on and get in for damage here. Ooh, that's a good card. That's a good one. So they're going to play a Glory Heath Lynx. 2/3 lifelink saddle. Search for planes. This makes treasure while it attacks. It's perfect. So we get to go land, catalyzer, start your engines. Actually, so Rage can kill this even without the treasure. Because we have the we have a mountain play. Even better, right? Let's go. Do the thing.
Well then, giddy up.
No, want to save light. Want to strike or rage? I don't have any mounts or vehicles, so I'm just gonna keep a treasure for the Will Gorger next turn. I'll just kill this thing. So get out of here.
Get off my plate.
A little road rage.
I'm fly. I'm pilot.
Get in. Let's do the thing. So off to a great start. Speed's already at 2.
Increase speed full throttle.
They play an Adrenaline Jockey. This is a 3/3. Whenever they exhaust, gets a counter, and then about a play spell during their turn. So this is great. So we get to fly the Oil Gorger here and just jam in, get it in the air. And I would happily trade Catalyzer for Jockey, so we'll attack here. Get speed to 3, and we're literally almost there already, which is great. So we're doing it. Speed goes to 3. We're 1 away. I mean, we could even lightning strike them if we really want to hit it that way, but we don't have to do that, obviously. We can Spike Spitter, play the Krubis guy. There's a Leonin Surveyor. So there's one of these commons in each color that where it has like some medium combat ability, and then also is sacks from the graveyard for back speed. It is a first strike on their turn, not on our turn. We draw Goblin Surveyor. Pretty happy to just, we could like Surveyor, Crew, get a treasure and strike this, but I think trading here is fine at this point. I'm trying to get this thing in play. Get this guy in play. And Crew. Interesting because the starter engines mechanic does feel somewhat play draw-y. Kind of similar to Poison in All V1, where like getting Corrupted, which is 3 poison, was a really big deal in that set. And like if you're on the play, just like you just get it a lot faster, obviously. So here's a block, pretty good trade for them. All right, that's really bad for us. They have a strike too. All right, so that's pretty not ideal. Whatever. We still have some good cards in our hand. This guy's great. We really want to hit that speed bonus, but all right, let's draw a high one. So we get attack here. We have a strike to play through a trick. Very important. One of the basics here on Bronze Mythic is defensive tricks are not good. You don't want to play tricks defensively if you can avoid it. That's why tricks that are made to be defensive are bad, like untap your thing and block. And we might just show you why here. So we're going to attack. All right, they're not going to block. Cool. So we did it. We hit maximum velocity. So now every upkeep, we get to exile a card and play it. Awesome. We're going to play our Goblin Surveyor, which we'll sack from our graveyard and draw a card. Play a Highland, and we're in great shape. All right. All right. We're tapping into the Speed Force. The Flash is like the worst superhero of all time. Sorry. He can just like run fast and turn back time whenever he needs to. It's terrible. 2/2 first strike. Interesting in this format where like this is not just damage, this is also speed. So like damage doesn't matter at all, but the speed might matter, but it doesn't matter here, I don't think. So no, I'm making a block here. And we're going to see a Burner Rocket. This is going to give this +2/+0. Kind of like a pseudo combat trick / vehicle. Makes it a little more tempting to strike this thing. We're also going to be drawing more cards next turn too. I think we should kill this. Let's keep them off their speed. Not take the damage. We're going to want to spend our mana on the card we hit next turn, so flip over a Prowl Specialist. Awesome. Well, what do you know, folks? We got a little haste action here. Ship it and then exhaust it for +2/+2. Love to see that.
Once and only once.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of damage, folks.
That's a lot of damage.
There are two. Feeling pretty good. This card's nice. Good body. All right, they play a pretty cool rare here in Guardian Sunmare. Obviously not relevant to this board because the game is over.
Game.
We did it, folks.
Blouses.
Won our first match here at Bronze. That's it. The series is over, folks. Everyone go home. We won. We did it. All right. We're going to keep going here. I want to remind you that we are brought to you by...
Are you ready to elevate your limited game? Introducing Magic the Gathering Arena Limited Stats by Untapped GG to make every draft count, whether you're a seasoned player or just starting. Our meta tier list shows you the best colors to draft and how popular they are, so you know at a glance what colors to pick. Navigate card ratings to discover the strongest bombs, or dive deeper with our advanced view for detailed breakdowns. Ever wonder what it takes to get 7 wins? Explore trophy decks from other players, study winning drafts, and replicate their successes. Victory is just a click away at mtga.untapped.gg. Your path to Mythic starts here.
All right. Sure. So we got 2/3 drops, a bad removal spell, and 2/5. Not a great hand, but we're going to keep, you know, is what it is. All right, so Thorn Falls into a Goblin Surveyor. So a lot of 3s here. Pretty clunky hand. We have a lot of 2s in our deck, but... So blue-green, oh my god. They play a Sita Varma Masked Racer. 2 mana for a 2/3. As exhaust, green, blue, X. Put X counters on this. Then you may have the base power and toughness of each other creature you control become its power at the end of turn. So, just like a pretty good rare. Might just kill it right. I'm just gonna kill it right now. We drew Lightning Strike. Leave another play. Just gonna kill it while it jabbed out. Just get out of here.
Get off my
Nothing tricky.
plate.
You should be gone with you. And just move on with their life, you know? Seed of Arma. What is this? Ranger's Aether Hive. This is the Simic Uncommon vehicle. 3 mana for a 3/5 Vigilance. If you activate an Exhaust ability, make a Thopter and a Cruise for 1. That's a pretty damn good uncommon. It even like makes a Thopter to crew itself. That's sick. So you draw a Celebration, or play a land. I mean, we want to get the speed going, I think. Surveyor attacks. You can't attack at this thing, though. Nothing can. So, I guess this can, right? In theory. Because you could threaten to put a counter on and double strike it. So, let's play Power Gone. I don't know, honestly. I want to start ranges faster. Let's do this. So, start up the speed.
Go faster? I told them, but they're so damn lazy.
So, 5 cards in hand. This card's pretty wild on rate. It's like a really good card. I think there's 1 card this set that makes you lose speed. All right, so they play a Venom Sack Lagak. Always fun to say Lagak. And they're going to crew, and they're going to attack. This has got Vigilance. Sure. So, no blocks. Take 3. But now I get to attack them. So, this is an interesting spot where, like, we're trading damage, but we're gaining speed, and they're not, which is kind of a big deal. It's kind of interesting. So, we're going to just attack. So, now our speed goes to 2, which we really want. Yeah, Venom Sack Lagak is like it's a great name. Play land. I guess we're just going to play another Surveyor. So go. Once we're at full speed, like, you know, our Oil Gorger has lifelink, which is great. These things can get draw cards from the graveyard. I can see an argument towards playing Paragon and just holding this to discard to be a Celebration, the Surveyor, but... Irma 07. Reset, thanks so much. They play Sky Streak Engineer. 2 mana for a 1/3 flying. It exhausts. Put a counter on the creature, and they're going to play a Run Over, which is just the bite spell in the set. So, causes of Mount, deals damage, and then obviously we're going to go with the Lagak with Death Touch because it deals the damage, right? Yep, so pretty good. They're getting in here for a lot of damage. And we draw a non-land. All right. I mean, we could like Celebration discarding probably the Paragon and then Specialist attack for 5 and just keep trading blows. Lifelink here is pretty good. Let's just start here. So let's do this. Let's discard the Paragon. I think Paragon's the weakest card in our hand, but like a lot. Just very clunky and crappy. And we draw land. Okay. Well, now we have the Oil Gorger mana, so we'll just play this guy and attack for both, I guess. Can't block this thing, you know? And like, I just kind of want to keep attacking. The lifelink here is huge if we get there. They go to 13. Our speed goes up. We say go. This can give haste to creatures and vehicles by sacrificing it, which might matter in a race. They exhaust this. They get a Thopter too. This card's just really good. Like, good stuff. That's right. We're in a race. Get it? Damage race. So they play a Rover Blade. This is a vehicle that's also an equipment, and it gives double strike. And they're going to crew. And they're attacking. I think this card is kind of bad. It's just doesn't do anything, right? Like, so just sitting here, we draw a 2-drop. The problem here is we don't have max speed yet. So, Oil Gorger won't have lifelink until next turn. We have Siphon Fuel. We could try and Siphon Fuel the Aether Hive, which is reasonable. We'd have to want to hit them to get our speed up. We could leave back a Surveyor to trade also. Yeah, not ideal. That's probably what we have to do, honestly. Typically, you want to try and not do things like this and leave mana open on your turn because they can just have a mana that's something else. This will have lifelink on defense, but like that's like there's nothing good to block with it, right? So, all right, let's just attack. Let's attack with the Specialist. Thopters are very good once they start exhausting if they draw land. So, oh my god, what is this? Defend the Rider. Create a 1/1 colorless pilot token. So hopefully they just crew the Aether Hive. So pilots can crew for power. They don't, unfortunately. So that's very bad for us. Pretty cool card. Obviously a huge surprise there. I'm a huge fan of 1-mana spells in Limited in general that are tricks. They're really hard to play around, you know? So now, well, I guess we couldn't do that because they would just recrew. Yeah, so now we're in a pretty bad spot because now we failed at getting our speed up, and like if we want to trade here, we got to pump, and then we can't cast our Siphon Fuel. That was a really bad turn. That was very, very bad for us.
You look tired.
All right. We kind of like have to pump, I guess. We can't just give this thing away, I don't think. And the Blades crews for 2. The pilot can crew it. They can crew both of these very easily. Yeah, I think we're in too deep. I agree. All right, so we're going to trade. I mean, not getting our speed this turn is very, very bad. So, it's got double strike. We're going to trade. And then we're going to play our 2/2. So we have like something to do at least. But now, our blocks aren't good. We're in some trouble. It's all right. We'll power through. Aether Hive, really good. They can now exhaust to make a Thopter too. Yeah, we're in some doo-doo here, folks. We could double block the Hive, I suppose, and then try and Siphon Fuel this thing when they pump it. That's not that bad. Oh my god! We're trading stuff. They gave me their pilot. That's actually pretty fun. So this kind of exchange effect, you've seen it before a few times, usually isn't very good. But it's that with vehicles where you can like tap a thing and then give it to them. It's kind of cool, actually. That's cycling as well. So here comes the Aether Hive and the Engineer. Our blocks are heinous. This is a disaster, yeah. A true disaster of a game.
Fool of a took.
Not good. Definitely not good. Yeah.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do. Flip out, man.
All right. We draw End Rider Spike Spitter. We could still Oil Gorger at some point, but now like our attacks are bad. Yeah, this is pretty poor. 4 life. This card does seem very good, yes. 1 mana for an instant speed 1/1 with some upside is, and other text too, is like pretty insane. How in the world do we get out of this one? So exhaust, put 2 counters on this creature. Make a Thopter. We gotta get our speed going for lifelink and get our, but also get this thing off the board too. Yeah. Oh my god, we're going off here. 2 for flying. All right, whatever. I'll even win this game. Just gonna attack and finish up the speed, and then hope we don't die and try and get some life. I don't know. We're in very bad shape here. Holding up Siphon Fuel doesn't feel like a winning line because we need to get the lifelink going first. So pretty sick trade. Like the pilot for the 3/2 is actually super relevant. If we had a 3/2 trample here, and we can just like attack and get our thing, that'd be awesome. We just can't do that. So, all right. So we probably just die this turn. They can just like pop this thing up, get in the air, make a Thopter. Our blocks. Yeah, we're actually still on board. So, whatever. I mean, we're dead on board anyway. So, or dead anyway. So, yeah. We'll see what happens, but yeah, tough game. The trick really got us. I didn't even obviously know this card. I mean, I knew it existed, I guess, but I didn't even consider it. Obviously, powerful card. Yeah, so they figured it out. They make a Thopter, they crew an attack, and we're dead. Yeah, I mean, pretty cool. This card's really good. They have found the line, and we are dead. That's okay. So, blown out by a cool little trick there. The next team is pretty cool, honestly. Blue-green, I guess, kind of vehicles, but all right, GG. You got me. Aetherdrift is really good. Yeah, the stats on this card is unbelievable. Like 3/5, vigilance, crew for 1, makes tokens, real good card. Definitely very, very important to note, you know, how context of sets changes things a lot, right? Where the 5-mana switcheroo has normally been just an absolutely terrible card for the most part. But in a set where there's a lot of like little like shitters, like pilots that going around, you can tap stuff beforehand. It's pretty cool too. So, all right, we got our Gear Hulk, we got Oil Gorger, and the Gouda stands fine. Foul Roads, we have a Mount in our hands, kind of cool. Fire up the Highlands. All right, let's do it. Let's gain a life and rock and roll.
Driver, start your engine.
Speed Demon. Anyone? Michael Jackson. On the play. Deathless Pilot. This thing comes back. If it dies. This is gonna come in untapped. We can specialist. We can like attack or crew. I'm sure they'll definitely trade if we attack. Is 1 treasure worth it? I think it is, honestly. Just like get our treasure and play a 5-drop next turn. Seems pretty profitable. Let's attack. Not the best trade, but we're still Jam Speed Demon next turn, so. The question is, we could play Gear Hulk first. Whoa, boy.
Would it help if I got out and pushed?
It might. Gastral Thrill Roller. 4/2 trample haste vehicle. It's like a ball lightning. It's pretty wild. So we can Gear Hulk back the Gouda. We could even crew it if we wanted to get a treasure. Not that that's like that important. We haven't started our speed yet, which is like almost a good thing with the speed demon. We want to like try and get the first kill spell out of their hand, I suppose. Let's just play the Gear Hulk first. Let's Gear Hulk. It's also a 5/4 mana step touch. It's pretty good too, so. Oh, actually, I can get their pilot. That's even better. It wasn't like here in the graveyard, so I didn't notice it. But we can take this thing back, and then we just attack for 2 and then exile it forever. That's great. Let's do that.
Bingo!
Forget the treasure. So get it for 4 damage, and exile that. That's gone forever. And now we have 7 power in play with the threat of activation on an exhaust. Now, these exhaust abilities are pretty powerful. There's a concept called threat of activation, where obviously 4 mana is a lot to use this ability, right? But we don't have to use it. We just attack with it. They have to decide if they're willing to block or not. And then if they don't block, we can just not use it, which is pretty powerful. So this card's good. I like this card. All right, definitely Speed Demon time. Play land. I think you could just Oil Gorger too. Start your engines as well. Maybe we just do that. It's an attack for 10. Yeah, let's do this. Oil Gorger attack. Probably not gonna need this card, honestly. And say go. Yeah, it's kind of like it's almost like an evasive ability where they have a 2/2, but you can't block this, you know? So we're gonna siphon fuel and kill my thing, and now they're like really dead. Awesome. So we're gonna attack and go to 3 speed, and then take 3 and draw 3. This is a pretty scary rare, the Speed Demon. So speed's on 3. We're gonna lose 3 and draw 3. Obviously, this game we're super ahead, so it's like totally cool, but that's scary. Honestly, it's cool. It's good stuff though. Oh, our first rank up of the season. Love to see it. All right, so good draw that game. Still haven't drawn our freaking card yet. This is fine. We can keep this. We got speed going. Let's just draw our stupid rare. That'd be sick. Okay, so they're gonna play a Beast Strider Vanguard, which is a 2/2 for 2 with a mana sink ability. And we have kickoff celebrations. I want to get the shot in. I don't want to just trade here. I'm just gonna play the celebrations, discard a mountain. Let's try and find our 4/2, which we cannot, unfortunately. Draw Goblet Surveyor, which is fine. Yes, it's interesting that Speed Demon is probably better in like a non-speed deck. So, any cards for Cube? I have no idea. I haven't looked at a set in that context yet. Have updated my Cube in quite a while. It's enough time, unfortunately. All right, so green and black getting for 2, sure. They're gonna play a Jungle Hollow and a Pilot. All right, sure. So draw land. Yeah, just get the Surveyor going. I like this card a lot because it just trades off really well. And a lot of times, like, if I attack with this and over 2/2 and it trades, it still deals the point trample damage for speed, which is huge. So, I think this card's great. All right. Obviously, they can double block it, but that is also not the end of the world either. They're also getting close to activating this thing, too, so... Kind of weird no attack there, right? Unless they just really want to double block it. No attack and then no spell play. This should be a spot where we're like, all right, what's going on here? All right. We have no way to really punish a trick or anything. We could just play Specialist and Catalyzer, which is reasonable. I think we're just gonna jam. I don't really care if things trade or die here or whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, we're just gonna jam. It's the one thing I forgot to do is put the emergency meeting back on the soundboard. Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
We're attack. I guess I just return this thing, right? That might have been bad, actually. Usually this card's pretty good. Like, usually this kind of effect is like a 5 mana return effect for like a 1/2 or a 1/1. 4 mana for a 2/2 is pretty good. Like, still got our speed through here, though, which is the important part. So, not a great trade for us, truth be told. That was kind of a bad attack, but we got our speed up, which is interesting. Just play our Catalyzer, say go. We're building up to this thing having max speed. Yeah, that was pretty bad. We gave them 4 things I think what to do with 4 mana also. That was a pretty bad play. That's okay though. So 5 mana. Here's a Chitin Gravestalker. It's affinity for artifacts, creatures in the graveyard, and as cycling, such as a 5/4. All right. I mean, we definitely ain't drawing super well. We're just gonna discard another land, I think. and see if we can't find something to do. Another specialist. Alright. I mean, I guess. We're not attacking. This is gross. Alright, yeah, sure. Let's play this guy and say go. I mean, this can trade with the Gravestalker, which is kind of cool, but... Yeah, shit and Gravestalker is pretty... I don't know who named that card, but whatever, I guess. Alright, here's a Thundering Broodwagon. This is a 6-mana vehicle, crew 3, cycling to Menace Reach, EDB destroy a small thing, and they're not going to attack, which is kind of wild. They seem like they're being incredibly defensive on speed. We have drawn an ungodly amount of lands. We've already discarded 2 lands. We still have 8 lands available. Kind of ridiculous. Alright, yeah, I mean, I guess we're going to play this since they go. They have a 6-5 and a 5-4. We ain't attacking for a while here. Pretty absurd, lands. Here's a pilot back again. Did make that bad attack earlier, so, you know, it's on us. This can crew the Thundering Broodwagon. So 6-5 Menace Reach. I'm not sure why this guy's staying home, but... Alright. And a Molt Tender. We draw a Gastral Thrill Seeker, which is cool. That'll give us the third step towards our speed. Very good uncommon, obviously. And we can't attack, so we're just gonna say go. This Battle Wagon's really coming through. Oh my god, man. Alright. Well, tough game here. And that's kind of the issue with speed also, is that, like, similar to the poison mechanic and all v1 and stuff and corrupted, like, when you're behind, you need your speed cards to do something, and they just ain't doing anything. That's a real problem. So, alright, 5-4 and a 6-5. This is, and we're just dying. I mean, we should have blocked here, I think. We rather kill the Broodwagon or the Stalker. Maybe touch the Broodwagon. So, this is obviously a block. It's gonna go very poorly for us if anything goes wrong. If they have anything, they seem to have something, so we're just dead. Yeah. Alright. This card's an instant? Wow, this card's great. Alright. And we draw a Oil Gorger. That would give us the last speed, but we have nothing else to do, and they have huge things. Yeah, I mean, they just beat the shit out of us this game, honestly. Not much to say. They just played some good cards on rate. They played a removal spell. Probably a bad attack on our part, but we don't have any removal. We got sized out. Just a bad game. We just got wrecked. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, GG, I guess. Yeah, that was a very sound defeating. Alright, so we got a somewhat clunky hand, but it's fine. We can keep this. Opponent takes a fast mulligan, flapping their owl wings. Hoot, hoot, hoot. Hoot, hoot, hoot. Alright, so fire up the caves as they go. We got a pace hitter pack. We can see how awkward the starter engine cards looks without an early way to do it. They're going to start off on an Engine Rat. Only Death Touch for 1. 6 mana, lose 1. Pretty cool card. We draw a Kick Off Celebrations. Interesting. Be cool to draw a rare. That'd be nice, you know? I could just discard the dragon. I could just chill, I think. Could, like, discard, like, the Paragon, maybe. This card seems pretty mopey. Like, it's a lot of mana for not a lot of payoff. Yeah, sure. Let's just do that. We're gonna draw a Lance for our big things anyway. Sure. Alright, there's a land. Alright, let's just say go. So we draw both of our both our 5 drops and our 6 drop. We drew our Expert off of our discard outlet. A little awkward, but fine. They aren't doing much yet. They're missing land drops, so just an ugly game all around. We're going to play our Spike Spitter. Engine's already started, but to bounce it back to our hand. So unsummons are interesting and limited. They are card disadvantage, but can be effective at times. All right, so they play Winter, Ward, pay 2 life. So there's a bunch of words on it. We're just going to kill this card, I think. So just kill this to get our speed up. So kill this, pay 2 life, I'm sure. Pay the Ward. And being able to attack and get speed up here is huge. Speed's got to get going. Got to get going. So speed up to number 2.
Increase speed full throttle.
All right, so 5 cards. They finally play their 3rd land. We are happy to draw lands or spells here, I think, so that's pretty cool. Here's a Mutant Surveyor. This is the black entry into the cycle of, like, max speed, exile, draw. This is what we were talking about earlier about the threat of activation. So I can attack here by 2-1. If they block, we'll pump and kill it. But when they don't block, we'll just play something else, which is cool too. So get our speed up as well. So that's that. 3 speed. And now we're going to play our Spike Spitter and let it ride. Land 4. The rat is also getting their speed up too. Some color pairs care more about speed than others. I think that blue-black is not super speed. Oh, wow. So they mulliganed this game and played double on some. I mean, they're currently down 3 cards this game. So that means that they are the beatdown and we are the control deck. We're up so many cards, we just want to survive and live, you know. So they're on 3. We draw a Gear Hulk. Sure. So at this point, I mean, we really want to get our 4th speed. They have a lot of power in play, though. Paragon, Winter. I'm just going to play this guy and say go. The Gear Hulk can help get us speed next turn. So we had like a 1-shot deal off of it. Yeah, play this and say go. Need to be aware also that the rat does also direct damage us, too. So that can get speed going as well as just finish us off. We take too much damage early. So... oh my god, man. Alright. I don't like how we're like mana screw with 4 lands in play. It's not a good place to be. Alright, so they're going to attack with these. This can pump once. Alright. I think we're just... no, they're just going to pump. Sure. Gonna block the 3-2. We're taking 5 damage here. And our guy's stunned. Oh my. Alright. Can you draw land, please? You draw land. Alright, so... now we can Gear Hulk, which will allow us to get our speed and put a good blocker in play. If they have another bounce spell, we're probably going to die, honestly. But we have Lifelinkers to follow up, which is huge, so sure. So we can exile their... let's see, Winter... probably just a Javelin here, right? Yeah, that's fine. So then Gear Hulk can block Surveyor, possibly. Alright, so let's do this. Attack for 4. Speed goes to maximum. Now the problem is that if they have a way to move this Gear Hulk, we are basically dead. They just keep tapping and bouncing stuff. And these cards are the definition of tempo, which means you're kind of going down a card, but if you kill your opponent while they have cards in their hand, it's like you made parity. Definitely, though, you know, a risky place to be because the cards are fundamentally kind of underpowered. All right, so they attack for 3 and put us, but now we can start jamming Oil Gorgers, which is good. So, do I even want this thing on top? I think I do. So we're just going to go Oil Gorger, Oil Gorger. So we take 3. We get the 3 back immediately. And then we... eventually we get set up for a turn. We just give this thing haste and kill them. So... oh no, I forgot about the Spike Spitter!
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
It was tapped, I forgot about it. So it exiles the top card. So whatever, I guess it's gone now anyway. But we definitely need to play the Lifelinker here, obviously. So play this thing. And we'll attack. So gain 3 life. Now it is 9-6. We have another one lined up too, so the race here is definitely going to be in our favor. That kind of sucks, because Gear Hulk was going to be a way to like win the game out of nowhere. We have Celebration to discard our Expert, but... Man. It's a close game. Play land 5. Again, we are scared of the activation on Engine Wrap. The lifelink on the... I think if they have if they like have one more good spell here, we're probably dead. But... if we can get our second Oil Gorger down... No!
Drop down and increase speed.
That's insane. Like, the literal best card possible, right? So, the Harrier's the blue shell from Mario Kart, because that's how we do things here. And this unsummons a creature and reduces our speed. There's literally no better card they could have had here. Not a single one. Putting us down to 3 speed and bouncing our 5-drop. Couldn't ask for a better card. I don't think we can win anymore. That was insane. Oh, does it reduce? Why doesn't it reduce? Oh, I'm sorry. If they have more speed or whatever. But the problem is it's still 4-4. Even a 4-4 mana war is really good here. So, exile top cards, Lightning Strike, and then a Thrill Seeker. I mean, we're just dead, right? Like, I guess this is a ground creature, but... So we can kill this, play a Death Toucher, and then if they have nothing, we can block this. Although we're dead to a land. Man, tough games. Oh, man. That's our only play. I mean, we just need to play Thrill Seeker, Lightning Strike the Surveyor, try and block this. We can go to 2 with the Rat, and then we can gain our life back with the Oil Gorgers. Alright, yeah, that's our only play, so just gonna kill this and play Thrill Seeker. Oh, you gain a life. I'm sorry. This gains a life too? Sure. The dragon can kill the rat next turn, if we're able to get there. But that one life actually matters a lot, unless they can kill this. In which case I'll be very, very sad. There's land 6. What's the last card? We had to kill the rat. We couldn't kill the this thing has fire breathing or whatever. Man, Spike Shell Harrier. The blue shell, you know? What is even going on here?
No, you can't. Don't even try.
5th bounce spell, actually. We're just going to activate the rat. We go to 2. We go to 1. Alright. Don't think it was necessary to main phase that, obviously, but, you know, that's fine. We're gonna... One of the important parts about this this series is that early on we're going to point out our opponent's mistakes. We're not making fun of them. We're just trying to make it clear what's going on. Alright, so... Alright. Playing the lifelinker, puts us to 4, then they can put us down to West. Should probably just, so they're at 8. Can I, what do we got here? We got Dragon, Gouda, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, if we had a land, they'd be dead, but we don't, though, so. So it's probably just play 2 creatures and then Rage the Rat and kill them next turn. Sure. Let's do this and this and this. So hopefully we don't die to some card that I'm not thinking of. We are 1 damage short a lot of different ways, unfortunately. So, alright, so 3-1. Do we get to keep playing this draft? Don't want to go out like a punk in our episode 1, alright? Play a land. Don't play rat and activate it. Draw a card, sure.
Is there anybody in here?
Oh my god. Alright, we get to keep playing, thankfully. Haste Vampire do it. Definitely cards we die to there for sure. But Chad makes a good point that we misplayed him the last turn. We should have just left the 3/4 reach back because that would turn the this off of being an out or like hasted flyer. So, all right, we are on the play. We have double. This is fine. We can keep this 2-lander, but a bunch of draw and a Gouda. So, all right. So, gain 11 off the Highlands. All I really want to do is discard Afterburner Expert to my my celebrations, but haven't been able to do that yet. All right. What?
Oh, it's raining!
We're gonna do it.
Oh my god!
We want to Gouda first, though, right? We're gonna Gouda first. Gouda, you say Gouda, I say Gouda.
You're saying it wrong. It's Leviosa.
What do you want from me? You know? I don't know what I'm saying.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
All right. So next turn, we can start our engines, attack for 2, discard this thing, hopefully draw land. They got a... No! We're getting Grim Bobbled. Special. All right, yeah, Celebration. Gotta make a land drop here, obviously. Let's discard the Expert. We draw a land. Excellent. All right. I mean, this is an exhaust card. Howda. We get a Thrill Seeker. Interesting. Thrill Seeker obviously ups the speed no matter what. But I almost like to save that for a spot where I can like... Yeah, I'm just gonna play Surveyor here. They got mana up too. 3 mana up. Could have a bunch of stuff. It's draft 1. Don't have a set that well yet, but... They're going to counter as I pay 4. Better there than here, right? So, sure. So this counters a artifact or creature. This card's... It's okay, you know. Alright, draw land. So... Now... Unfortunately, we have only 1 red. And they once again have a bunch of mana up again. I mean... We also kind of want our exhaust card to get back our doofer. Pretty awkward because Celebration, if we discard a land, we'll draw 2 spells. If we draw a spell, we'll draw 2 lands. Like the usual, you know, how it goes. Man, 5 cards in hand, 4 mana up. They can sack this to Surveil too. Super limited on red here. I think I want to save this. I'm just going to play Thrill Seeker. Let's see what happens. Try and get a thrill.
You're too slow.
Alright, it works. Deal 1, gain 1. That's a speed up. Go to 2. And... they're going to trip up. That's fine. Just do it again next turn, right? That's cool with me. I'm happy with that. Hull Drifter.
I will commandeer the vehicle.
All right. I think I want a specialist now. While they're tapped out. And then we can guarantee our 4th speed with this thing. Speed goes up. A lot of value here. Yeah, this card's pretty interesting. Obviously, Mull Drifter was a great limited card, but this is not actually a creature. It's a pretty high crew cost, but here's a Gear Seeker Serpent. That is a 5/6.
Good lord.
Wow. And they have a cheap removal spell? Holy moly. All right. That's bad. Sure. Decided they want to attack or block here. That is disgusting. All right. All right. We draw a land. It's a Bloodfell Caves. All right. I guess we're just gonna finish off our speed. And gain a life. Gain another life. Life gain here is certainly relevant. Giving this haste is, I would say, not ideal, so just say go. Yeah, unfortunately, the Hull Drifter blocks our Oil Gorger, which is kind of gross. 24 life in our Rakdos deck. Expert still in the graveyard. How many... We've got... 1, 2, 3... I only actually have 3 other exhaust cards. Like, I mean, you could have, like, maybe tried to protect that card a little better, but... Serpent. Oh my god, can you stop? Here's Demonic Junker. Pretty awesome rare with affinity that can just destroy a creature. Alright. That's really good. Pretty cool looking, like, control deck. Alright, so attack for 5. I mean... That's what else they have here. Obviously, they have, like, a removal spell or counter spell. It's bad for us, but if we get to attack, it's pretty safe. Alright, cool. Alright, we're in. Cast Lightning Helix and say go. Just Grixis control-y stuff. This thing is just a 4/3. And then they have the Drifter. They play a Scrap Compactor, which can kill my Oil Gorger. Man, come on. Yeah, I mean, they only have one big creature, which bodes pretty poorly for their vehicles. But they are coming in pretty hard here. Alright, we go to 17, they're at 13. Probably should do it again, right? Yeah, should do it again. Road Rage, not great in our deck. Sack the Artifact Surveil. Pretty interesting card where, like, it's like a 2 bad commons in one. But this is a set that obviously cares about artifacts a lot, so they binned one, they topped 1 card. That's rough. Okay. Some formats you can build a control deck with like 5 creatures, is pretty cool. So, all right, a lot of kill spells and card draw. Not a bad place. This is like old school limited. That's how limited used to be back in the day. When all the creatures were bad, it's just like card draw, kill spell, card draw, kill spell. All right. So thankfully the surveyors are very good against them. So, all right. So, 15 to 10. We draw a Lightning Strike, which is not particularly appealing. I mean, I guess we're just going to cast Surveyor. Yeah. Sure. We can just block and strike the Serpent, too. I don't think that's crazy either. Like... These vehicles they're obviously like spells, but the vehicles, like, you're not getting the full value once you actually use the vehicle.
Everyone needs to drive a vehicle, even the very tall.
Alright. I mean, I imagine the Serpent will just attack and will just block and strike it, which would be cool. You would like that. Alright. Good exchange just draws a card anyway, so these Surveyor cards really good against this kind of strategy. Alright, here we go.
Get off my plate.
Okay. Alright, that problem is solved for now. Untap. We draw a Gouda. We can't crew that bad boy. Let's just draw a card with this thing first to see what we draw. 15 to 11. All that life gain really helped out too. We draw land. Alright, so we'll play the Gouda and just say go. We could give it haste, but like I think we can do better than that. So just say go. It does suck that like once they draw a creature, they turn both these things on too. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Holding them out to discard Celebrations. Well, that's a good card. Opponent's got the Grixis Control Precon. Alright. We have our own Gear Hulk, you know, that'd be cool. We draw a Specialist. They maybe discard the Road Rage. That's actually really good. That was a really good draw. Because that returns my 4-2 also. Speed Demon! Alright. Now I got a lot of options. Speed Demon is horrifying, obviously. We're going to draw 4, lose 4. I'm pretty sure we just Specialist, activate it, and then attack with the 4-2 and the Specialist. So return the Expert. Any cost. Yes, greatness at any cost. Sack this thing. They can obviously just crew and block, but I think it's fine, honestly. This thing's a 5/5. Yeah, imagine they would just crew and block here. And get the Gear Hulk attacking. Sure. So, take 4. Experts in. I mean, giving this thing haste is pretty real, too. They're going to gain 4, I guess, up a stack, but... Alright, so take 4, they gain 4. It is now 11-11. Ugh. Packdoll drains for each artifact. And they're done. They're out of stuff to do, though. So, alright. The problem here, of course, is that Speed Demon is just going to kill us in 2 turns. So, I don't even know if we can, like, play it. We've already cast both of our Lifelinkers. Maybe we just Celebration. We have blocks for the board, which is good. Do Surveyor first? We can haste the demon and like try and win in one shot, which is very doable, I think. But this drains and gains too. Oh boy. They're at 12. Just am I a coward or a warrior, you know? Like, we have other things we can do. We've already cast one of our lightning strikes. We have a Siphon Fuel. That would be a good draw, obviously. We have a Dragon, too. And a Gear Hulk. Maybe just freaking do it. Alright. Let's just freaking do it. Let's go.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Ooh, let's go racing today, boys.
Alright. And then do I want to cast this just to, like, spend the mana? I could draw a Lightning Strike, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, the possibility of a huge haster. Maybe we should cast. I'm just gonna cast this. Because, like, it's very possible we draw 4 creatures and just go bang, bang, bang and good attack, so. Alright, so do this, or just say go. So end step, draw 4, lose 4. We draw a 3/1, a land, a Spike Spitter, and so we can play creature haste. No, a chump blocking flyer. Oh, it drains also. No! We're so close to dead. We draw a dragon. That's a pretty big game, actually. We can dragon mount it, kill the flyer. The problem is we're dead to literally any artifact. Like, so, or any creature. Hi. Can we kill them? Dragon? Oh my god. It does trample. Let's see here. So let's think for a second. You just play this guy and just crew saddle and attack. We deal them 9 damage. We kill their diversion unit. I play a blocker, so Oh my god, man. Yeah, we obviously have to like win the game in 2 turns, so. We don't want to attack on the ground because they can just trade off the vehicle. Because they can't attack with this vehicle. Alright.
Now, we ride.
Alright, so we're dead to a lot of stuff. We can leave it. We can leave a demon back. I don't think that's crazy to leave a demon back and then try and get them next turn. We do have a bunch of hasted attackers next turn too. So we leave a demon back. We're not dead to any. We're dead to any artifact, but not dead to any creature. Yeah, I think that's the play. We're attacking with just the dragon. Just the dragon. Kill the unit. The Hulk has lifelink. We have like a bunch of attackers next turn. You know, like, all right. So they go to 9. All right. So just don't draw an artifact. Speed demon. You're all sick. All right. I can't look. Just don't. We're gonna wait next turn. Just don't draw an artifact. No artifact. No. Island. Nothing's happening. We win the game next turn if it gets untapped. So we get to play Gear Hulk, bring a thing back, give everything haste, attack with everything. So opponent going for the 6 slow roll. Oh yeah, I'll play my artifact. That's a good idea. No sneaky menace here. This card's something else. This card's made for television. Attack step. They're attacking. I mean, we are obviously blocking. Are there any trample tricks in this set? Alright. I don't care if I kill the demon, obviously, so. We can also get back the Gear Hulk, too, and gain 4 life. Gear Seeker Serpent. Oh, folks, we did it! I think we did it!
I'm the machine!
Untap. Goes to our lightning strike too. Jeez. All right, so we go land, Gear Hulk. We have 4 mana left over. Yeah, we're good. So Gear Hulk, get back there, Gear Hulk. We'll target ourselves, I think, and we'll just discard like a land. Sure. And now we give everything haste. We play Spike Spitter. Everything has haste. They block the biggest thing. I can't block this or this. Or this. They're just freaking dead. Yeah, whatever. Sure. Play this. Everything gets haste. Double Gear Hulks on the dollar. The only point that matters, folks, is the last one. Woo! Yay. Oh my god, what a wild ride this draft has been, huh? Greatness achieved, no matter the cost. No! We've been living on the edge here. Can't live on the edge with this one, but... Alright, so... Opponent mulligans, we're also going to mulligan. Obviously, the Mountain, this hand's awesome. I'm a big fan of the Gouda. We got a great beatdown draw here. We got a mulligan to our double Swamp Hand, unfortunately. Into... I mean, it's not great. We're going to keep it. Celebrations are a lot less exciting when you mulligan. Alright, so... Probably just dump one of these, honestly. Alright, not great. We'll see. We got Mountain Dynamite Diver. Not Driver? Diver? Oh, the Diver. Got some piloting going on here.
But it's all thanks to my crew, really.
Oh my god. Alright. They're coming in. Am I excited for Universes Beyond stuff? Not really, no. Like, I would prefer Magic versus Magic, but whatever. You know, like, I'm still gonna play the sets, it's fine. Alright. We probably need a Lightning Strike here. This is just 4 power and play on turn 2 on the play, which is pretty sick. And their speed's also going nutso. I'm just gonna kill this now. I don't know what they could have to protect it. I'm just gonna tap my lands and kill it. We have a 2-3 next turn, but our hand is not particularly great. There's freaking confetti falling everywhere, too. Holodeck sets? It's good. Honestly, yeah, it's just Data and Riker in a cowboy hat. Data and Riker in a Shakespeare play or whatever. Alright, so they discard it. They cycle the Clamorous Ironclad, don't play anything and say go. That's good for us. They are on 3 speed already. They can have the 4 speed for free. So that's not good. They're already max speed.
I know how to speed things up.
And we're at 0 speed. This card seems... Yeah, they're going to attack. They're not going to attack. I'm blocking, so... And... Okay. Alright. So we draw a Specialist. We can celebrate and discard the Siphon Fuel. Obviously, we need land number 5 here. This is the classic spot with these like Tormenting Voice things where like discard a spell, draw 2 lands, discard a land, draw 2 spells. Exhausting this is not very exciting.
$5 says you can't do that twice.
This is the card I kind of want to discard, but like they play some 5/5 next turn, I'd feel like an idiot. Like I'll just not even cast this, which is tough too. But I guess this card's bad into the Diver, right? The problem is like, what do we do? Do we attack? Do we exhaust? Do we like what do we? We don't want to exhaust defensively, really. We can, you know, but like, do we just say go here? It seems kind of crazy. That's a weird spot. I'm just gonna say go. Playing the 2/1 into the 1/1 that dies the ping things is not very exciting. I don't want to discard anything. We'll probably just... Oh, man. Alright, well, they played a thing I want to kill at Siphon Fuel, so that works, I guess. It's a 4/5 reach that can loot every turn. The card's pretty good as far as like a top-end common goes. Exhausting this, make it a 3/4 is... It's not great. And they're going to discard another Diver. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. Oil Vampires? You mean America? Yeah, we need to draw land here, like, bad. I guess, you know what? Maybe I should have actually celebrated discarding Specialist last turn. I think that was the play. Try and guarantee land number 5. I'm just gonna activate this. A 3/4 is such a better blocker than a 2/3. Can't be Lightning Struck or whatever. This feels shitty, but yeah, obviously gonna draw land. So, all right, let's just do this and discard a 2-drop. I should have done last turn. I think I just didn't think of the play. I just didn't consider all my options well enough. No, stupid. We say go. They're gonna get max speed here. We just can't stop them. Every time. All right, this card being in play for a few turns is pretty rough, honestly. Like, just like a free loot every turn. You just never draw, never flood. We can kill it, gain some life, but now they have their speed up, which is not cool. I'm blocking. What do you got, friend? Show me your tricks. We got a burner rocket. +2/+0 and trample, and they can ping it and finish it off. All right, that was pretty good for them. So finish that off. Go to 4 speed. Not ideal. We're just gonna kill this so they can't use it again. Gain 2 life. Sucks, but whatever. 17 life is a lot. We have a decent, pool of life here. Here's a Goblin Surveyor, which already has max speed. That's a huge tilt. Gets it for 3 also. I'm curious how good this card is. Like, it's not bad. The body's reasonably sized. And then it's a decent trick also. We draw a Gouda. We can just Oil Gorge here, just get a speed going. I kind of like just getting this thing in play, honestly. Sure. Cruise for 1, which is a big deal. We have one and we're not playing it, but I don't know if that's right or wrong, or I don't know, honestly. It's a very, very hard card to evaluate. Because it looks kind of crappy, but... I mean, we're 2 speed. Yeah, we can just, like... we can just, like, untap and draw land and, like, play this thing and crew it and kill something. That'd be pretty awesome. We can just play some crappers, too. Alright, in for 3, take 3. I think black is the 3rd haste color. Wow, we draw Gear Hulk. Wow. Alright. Okay. They just say go with 5 mana up. Super sketchy. Super sketchy indeed. I'm version a Hulk here, right? Just put a big body in play and guarantee our speed up by 1. Probably get back Catalyzer. What's up, Moppet? Power Driver, welcome. Yeah, it seems fine. I imagine they're planning on killing my Oil Gorger. Can't get back better. It's 4 or less. So get back to Catalyzer. What's up, Bob? Thanks to resub. 5/4 blocker here is quite good as well. So pretty good job here of like helping to guarantee speed while also putting a blocker in play. Why are they geared Hulks? That's speed Hulks. That'd be cool. Leaving back the Oil Gorger seems, yeah, whatever. Get back. So they're probably gonna kill this. I would assume that was their plan. No, wow, okay. All right, go to 3 speed.
Prepare ships for ludicrous speed.
So what's going on? Like what? They've looted a few times. They didn't play a land last turn. Like, what are they doing? All right, well, there's your answer. Okay, so something weird's going on in a game, right? You stop and think about it, and what's going on here? Why are they doing this? Well, there's your answer. They have Explosive Getaway. This is a Wrath of God that also blinks one of your creatures. Very powerful, obviously. 4 to everything and blink, which is very, very good. Are both at 11. They have 2 cards left. I mean, we can just Dragon. I would like to be able to crew a Dragon immediately, but it does guarantee the last speed. It puts a lot of power in play, too. You know? We can, like, maybe haste next turn and kill them. We want to play our haste things first, and then this thing gives haste later. Oh, I'm an idiot. I have a mountain play. Alright, whatever. Never mind. This land's not actually a land. Sure. So let's play 2 things as they go. I could have played this thing and had an untapped land. It doesn't actually matter, but... Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
Now if I attack, they just crew and block, right? So that was a pretty poor turn on my part overall. We'll just shut my mouth here. Trading this for this thing's really bad, I think. One of the things about vehicles is that, like, if they only have 1 creature in a vehicle, they will do whatever they can to trade it off, right? Because they can only use 1 thing at once. So if I only attack with 1 thing, and they can just crew, trade, and they're happy with that exchange. So it's a pretty bad trade here. So I'm just going to say go. Yeah. We also are in the market for some blocks anyway, so... We're at 3, they're at 4. It's 11-11. Dragon in our hands, obviously, big game. Getting a treasure would also cast the Expert, too. Cloud Spire Sky Cycle. ETB put a counter among 2 things you control. So they're going to have a 4/3 trample and a 4/2 vehicle. Again, this is kind of the problem with vehicles where if you have 2 vehicles and 1 creature, you kind of only have 1 creature, you know? Like, so they attack with a 4/3. They want this to die, obviously. That sucks now Dragon can't kill it. That's a huge bummer. This thing is flying too. Ay, ay, ay. We block it, we still take a damage too. Sure. Go to 7. Catalyzer. Okay. We can, like, crew the Gouda and attack. Obviously, they're trickier. We're just dead. So, crew, get treasure, cast Afterburn Expert, cast Catalyzer. Sure.
Get a dog, little Arnie. Get a dog.
They have our rules well here. We're stone dead, but we attack. All right, that's the last speed.
So we gotta speed things up.
We're gonna play Catalyzer and play Expert. The Dragon on tap also. They're at 9. We have a Dragon waiting in the wings. If we block with the Expert, we can just like get it back with the Specialist and give it haste immediately also, which is kind of cool. They're going to end step cycle Sky Crash. Sure. I accept. All right. Bring it on. We're at 7. Here comes a Surveyor. All right, we're going to block. Obviously, tricks are bad for us here. There's like that plus X and first strike trick that would just kill us here. We can't do anything about it though. So, all right, maybe I'll just die. No, all right, go to 5. Draw with Surveyor. Sure, that's a really good sign. Oh my god, are we doing it right now? Play a land. We draw a Surveyor of our own. So we can, like, Specialist, bring this back, give everything haste. Especially 1 more mana. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the 4 there. 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have 9 either way. Yeah, we're in. Because they can kill this thing in response, but I still exhausted to get back to the Expert. So, like, I think this is just it.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
All right. Here we go. Get your Leroy's ready. Heh. That's fun. I could have cast this with this. Whatever.
Leroy Dragons.
Oh my god. I don't know if I can handle this format. If every dress would be like this. Holy moly. All right. That's a lot of 2-drops. We're going to keep this. No speed really to start, but if NASCAR was just exciting, maybe people would watch it. My drafts today, just 1. Whole family's sick. I'll be on tomorrow. Yeah. All right, so green. District mascot. Why does Carl want in now? Carl, you want out, you want in. You're so freaking needy, dude. All right, you're in. Come on in. He definitely has to go to the bathroom. 100%. Like 110%. We draw Road Rage. All right, so we're just going to attack. Ideally, we'll draw a land. I would trade here, obviously. Or we could just draw land and just go Rage and Specialist. Remember when a 2-1 haste for 2 was, like, way too good? All right, Green Belt Guardian. That's a good card. All right, they are coming in pretty hot here. So they're going to crew and attack.
Well then,
Maybe don't draw land. Ugh. Drawing a land there was kind of necessary. Yeah. We gotta kill the dog, Karn. Now you went out again? Are you freaking kidding me, dude? There's probably food out somewhere that Cassian didn't eat. He's like desperate for it because he's just desperate. Alright. Alright, we're gonna kill this just now. Look, Karn. We road rage the corgi. Yeah, there's definitely like just Cassian's tray with food on it out of his reach. He's just begging for food like he always does. Alright. If we don't draw lands, it's going to be a short one. Here's a Light Wheel Enhancements. I'm a fan of this card. This card's nice. Plus one on Vigilance, start your engines, and then you can keep casting it if you're max speed. Really insane thing to keep casting over and over again. We draw a land, thankfully. Problem is now they have a 3/3. And if they draw a land, they can exhaust it, and they can also give it trample too. This is tough. Alright, start our engines and say go. I'm not feeling great about this game, honestly. And here it comes. Alright, so they didn't play a land, so we're just gonna block. I'm sure they have a trick here, but what do you got? Show it to me. Agnosaurus Rex. Honestly, I almost rather this than them cast an 8/8, so it does give it trample, indestructible on the cycle, and we miss on land again. He has a counters too. This card's ridiculous. We recycle this, put 2 counters on a creature or vehicle against trample and indestructible. Wow. This card's wild. 3 mana and draw a card for that. It's the best wild size of all time. We can't beat this. Alright, yeah, I guess we're saying go. We definitely don't have enough removal in our deck at all. Like we just can't beat a 5/5 Vigilance, you know? Like, what are we gonna do? Alright, attack for 5. We can't even, like... And then they also have the exhaust ability to threaten the pump. Yeah, we just can't beat this. There's a Pride of the Road. Vigilance, start your engines, max speed, double strike, and we just redraw another. All right. Well, unfortunately, we are not in good shape here. We obviously could draft it better for sure. Yeah, I passed the murder for like something. I don't remember exactly. Not a very fun last game here. Although even if we had drawn lands, I think we lose anyway. I just don't think we could beat this. Like Guardian with a light wheel on it and then cycling this thing for value is like pretty insane. So that's fine. I guess we could threaten a Paragon, but it's still only 6 total power. Here's a Lotus Guard Disciple, Lifelink, and Indestructible. Jesus. Okay, we're at 8. Anything else, friend? They can give... Oh, I guess it gives anything double strike? Oh my god. Alright, yeah. So, pretty anticlimactic last game here, but that's okay. I think our deck was pretty bad, which is fine. So, trample, double strike, indestructible, yada, yada, yada. Is what it is. All right, so we went 5-3. That is not a good record when you're bronze, obviously. Our deck was pretty bad. Just like, I think that we had some good red cards. The problem is we have all these celebrations, and it's not like a great card. It's very good with Afterburner Expert, but if you don't draw Expert, it's like pretty bad. So that wasn't very good. We were kind of doing the max speed thing, but Speed Demon like almost doesn't want to be in a max speed deck because how volatile it is, obviously. The Gorger was fine, but we had to make 5-drops, I think. Spike Spitter was great. So like, kind of a weird deck where like the main theme of Rakdos is like fast speed, start your engines, get 4 speed, yada yada yada. But because we have these like weird card draw spells that aren't very good, the Speed Demon actually plays better in a non-speed deck. We had a lot of tension here. It looked like a first draft, honestly. You know, it felt like a first draft as well. on the draw here, killer, you know. But yeah, definitely cool, fun first draft. Got to gear haul, got to play some exciting games, which is great. There are many more drafts to come, but this is episode 1. So you two folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace, folks. Have a good one. And don't forget, we discussed this or whatever already a little bit, but I'm breaking the season up. So we're going to be making sure we do a better job spacing out the series. So when you watch episode 21, it's not 6 weeks and a date. So that's what we're trying to do. All right. So love you, YouTube. Thanks so much.